Hey guys, it's me, Vanessa, better known as Wheels, and I am joined by my buddy,
Kane, or Stone.
and today we are going to do the Purge Book Tag. It's something that we randomly saw on YouTube. Actually, I saw it, and then I told Kane about it, and was like, we should totally do this. I've seen the Purge. You've seen it too, right?
Yes, the first one only.
And for the people who don't know what the Purge is about, which you guys should, but if you don't, it's a futuristic movie. It's not like dystopian or anything, but it's pretty much, things in the government has changed, and unemployment is at a new low, and crime doesn't necessarily always happen. So once a year, they make every crime legal for 12 hours. And when we say every crime, we mean like murder, arson, like sexual assault, robbing a bank, whatever you want to do, it's legal. So someone decided to put that world into a book-related tag, and that is what we're here to do for you today. And the first agenda on that book tag is to rob a bookstore and to take any books you would want to take. So if we were to take any books, what books would we take? And for me, I said anything by John Green.
I think that was both of us, I think.
Yeah, we both agreed on that because we both love John Green. So I said anything with John Green, anything that is done by Gail Foreman, because Gail Foreman is awesome. She wrote, If I Stay, Where She Went.
Just One Day.
Just One Day, Just One Year. I haven't even actually read those, but I know they're great because Gail Foreman's awesome. So yeah, I would totally steal those. And then I also said the Mara Dyer series because I've been wanting to read them for a really long time, and I haven't yet. And then I said anything in the Anonymous series, and I don't know if that's exactly what it's called, but it's like the Go Ask Alice and David's Journal, and they don't have authors; they're done by anonymous people. So I would steal those. And what about you?
I pick any box that I can get my hands on if they were hardcovers. I prefer hardcovers instead of paperbacks. They're just easier, they last longer. I picked anything by Cassandra Clare. Who else did I?
I think you said audiobooks.
And any audiobook I can get because audiobooks are really expensive. And I don't have as many audiobooks as I would want. So audiobooks, that would be like my main go-to books to go for.
Alright, so then the next thing on this Purge Book Tag agenda is to create a survival team. And for this one, you can have up to 8 characters. So what we did is we each chose 4. And we actually did a lot of critical thinking in this. It wasn't really random like most people's books.
We took it a little bit too seriously.
Yeah, exactly. We took it serious. And then our survival team also determines the rest of the questions too, because we're like, well, if they're on our survival team, this would make sense if this person was after us, and so on and so forth. You'll see what we mean in a bit. For my people on my survival team, I picked Katniss Everdeen because, let's just be honest, she's a badass with a bow and arrow. She is the girl on fire. Then I picked her sister, Primrose Everdeen, because she's a medic. She knows how to heal people, so if any of us gets wounded in battle, it would be awesome to have a doctor on our team. I chose Cassie Sullivan from the 5th Wave because, dude, she's already a badass. She already has awesome survival skills, and she's not afraid to kill someone. And that helps, especially in the Purge. And then the 4th one, I chose Bella Swan from Twilight because she has a shield, that's her power, so she could protect us if needed. So those are my 4, and your 4...
My 4 were Magnus Bane from the Mortal Instruments,
right here.
because he's a warlock. He knows magic, so he could help us in certain situations, and he's sparkly, so that's awesome. We have, who else? Ruby from the Darkest Minds trilogy, because she knows mind control. She's an orange, so she can help us get out of other situations where she can mind control people not to kill us or to help somebody else. Who else did I choose? Cress from the Lunar Chronicles, because she's a tech genius. She's been locked up in a satellite her whole life, and she knows how to get into anything that's computer related, so that can also help us.
And then it was Alice.
And Alice from the Twilight Saga, because she can see the future, so that would also be handy
Very beneficial.
during the Purge.
So that's our survival team. And then our safe house, we actually both agreed on this one. Finally! And we chose District 13 simply because it's equipped with military weapons.
And it's underground.
And it's very futuristic and things like that. And it's just badass in general. And it has order. And it has soldiers if we need to pull more people. So, there's that. And, next question. Who would be our first target? And this one we kind of had a little scruffle. I picked President Snow.
We both agreed on that one.
Because, he's just an asshole. Who wants him alive? Come on now. I want him dead. And then, for this one, it's kind of more funny to me. I chose Gale Hawthorne. And if you guys are probably thinking, why the hell would you choose Gale Hawthorne? If you haven't read Mockingjay, go read it. He does something in Mockingjay that causes something to happen. But she's like, but it wasn't intentional.
And would Katniss let you anyway? Katniss is on our team, so...
This is true. Katniss might not... Well, he disappears. It might not even matter. She might not even care about him anymore. Sorry, guys, if I'm spoiling anything for you guys, but you should have read Mockingjay by now, because it's pretty old. But, yeah, I just don't like Gale because of something that he did that causes something else to happen. Whether it was intentional or not, it still happened, and it broke my freaking heart. So... we're just going to leave it at that. And your other target, who did you choose?
Queen Lavanna from the Lunar Chronicles. And I chose her because she's just a jerk. I don't cuss. I don't want to. But probably Nessa, she'll probably... she just said it. And she's a really cruel person. She mind controls people to hurt them. She sent... well, spoiler alert, she sent evil hybrids to Earth to massacre the human race because she didn't get something she wanted, so I think she'd be better off dead if she was with us.
For sure. And the next one we actually agreed on too, who would be the maniac that is after us, and we went for Arrow in the Twilight series simply because we thought this realistically, and we said it would make sense for him to be after us, especially if Alice and Bella are on our side. Clearly, he would want them as an asset. He always has wanted them as an asset.
And then if Arrow's along, he might have his evil minions, Caius and Marcus. Though Marcus isn't as bad as he's just with them because he's been with them for years.
But I'm pretty sure we could handle them with people on our team. At least I'm assuming we could. But, And then the last question. I think the last question is, if we were auctioned off to go pretty much die, if we were auctioned off to go die, if we were captured by something, if we were auctioned off to go die, who would save us? Who would be our hero to save the day that's not on our team? And we chose
Jasper from the Twilight Saga also, and the reason was because Alice is in our team, so he would obviously go save, his love, Alice. And plus he has the really cool mood swings or mood control power or abilities, so that would help us a lot if he could kind of make everybody happy or everybody calm or something.
And then not only that, but he has mood swings himself. He could become a bloodthirsty animal to the sweetest guy So it's he could be very manipulative, and then plus he has training in the army. So that is why we chose Jasper Hale to save the day. And that concludes our Purge Book Tag.
And follow us on Twitter.
I'm at GreatLove91. I mainly talk about wrestling and MMA and other random stuff, including music and books. I'm all over the place. Inspirational quotes. I have no filter.
And then I just recently started Twitter. I had it for a while, but I just never knew how to use it, and I'm finally getting the hang of it. And I'm at SoulMudoG. And I'll see if I can leave in the description our names or something. I'm also on Goodreads. I'll leave a link for that too. And what else are we on?
We're on Facebook. I'm under Vanessa Vasquez, but to find me easier, go to www.facebook.com/paranessa1991. That will link me to my direct Facebook.
And I'm also on Facebook, but I have no idea what my link is. I'll have to look it up and leave it in the description. We're also on Instagram, though.
We're on Instagram. I am under @Neshay20, NESHAY20. And then you are under?
I'm really bad thinking of my names. It's Soul _ I think Mudo. And then I think it's 94, I'm pretty sure, or 04.
Okay.
I'll also leave that in the description. I'm sorry, I'm getting
And
confused
one
about-
more thing before I go, because I feel like I have to do this, the shameless plug, so hopefully I don't get cut off midway saying this. This Saturday, I'm going to be going to Sacramento to attend UFC 177, so if there happens to be any UFC fans on this video and you're watching and you're like, hey, I like UFC too, be sure to be following DTRT Wrestling on Twitter, because I will be using that account specifically for that day to bring you guys exclusive coverage videos and possibly an interview with Shayna the Queen of Spades Baszler, who happens to be making her UFC debut that day. So if you're into that stuff, follow DTRT Wrestling. Coverage begins Saturday morning all the way up until I go to sleep Saturday night, probably even on to Sunday. So if you're into that, follow us, DTRT Wrestling on Twitter. And yeah, I'm going to stop talking now. Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks for watching.